Episode 4 of Study Group delves into the past of Lee Jun, offering insights into his motivations and personal struggles. Lee Jun's journey begins when he enrolls at Yusung Technical High School with a clear goal: he wants to become good at fighting. Unlike many other students who may have enrolled for academic pursuits or other interests, his primary objective is to develop his combat skills. The reason behind his desire to fight is deeply personal. When he was a child, he had an elderly friend who always protected him from bullies and other threats. This friend had been a significant figure in his life, acting as a guardian when he needed help the most. However, as time passed, this friend chose a different path, joining a gang and severing ties with Lee Jun. Feeling abandoned, Lee Jun was left with a deep sense of loss and a yearning to become strong on his own, so he would never have to rely on anyone else for protection. Ironically, despite his aspirations, Lee Jun is not naturally skilled in fighting. He struggles with the very thing he set out to master. Recognizing his weakness, he decides to join the study group led by Ga-Min, not for academic purposes, but with the hope that Ga-Min would teach him how to fight. However, Ga-Min is not interested in training him unless he commits to studying seriously. The study group has its own principles, and Ga-Min is adamant that members must prioritize academics. In a bid to prove his sincerity and gain acceptance into the group, Lee Jun agrees to take a math test. While the rest of the study group visits Han-gyeong in the hospital, Lee Jun stays behind to complete the test, determined to show that he is serious about joining. As Lee Jun is engrossed in his test, he is approached by a mysterious man who asks if he is Ga-Min. Without fully understanding the situation, Lee Jun makes a crucial mistake. He lies, claiming that he is indeed Ga-Min. This lie has unintended consequences as he is immediately taken away by the man. The stranger, named Jang-ho, takes him to a secluded warehouse. Once there, Jang-ho makes an unusual offer. He promises to give Lee Jun a car if he successfully passes the Yeonbae Gang's test. Unfortunately, the test is not something Lee Jun is prepared for, and he fails miserably. His poor performance further angers Jang-ho, who is quick to show his displeasure. Meanwhile, Ga-Min and the rest of the study group return to school, only to discover that Lee Jun is missing. Upon checking his math test, they realize that he actually performed quite well, proving that he genuinely attempted to study. However, they have no idea where he has disappeared to. Their concern grows when Jeon-yob arrives and informs them that Lee Jun was taken away by the gang. Without hesitation, Ga-Min, Jeon-yob, and Ji-woo rush to the warehouse to rescue him. At the same time, Si-hyun and Hee-won take a different approach by heading to the police station to report the situation, hoping for law enforcement intervention. As Ga-Min and his friends reach the warehouse, they find a brutal scene. Jang-ho is mercilessly beating Lee Jun for lying about his identity and failing the test. A fierce confrontation breaks out as Ga-Min and his group engage in a fight to protect their friend. Despite being outnumbered, Ga-Min once again showcases his strategic thinking. He uses psychological tactics to make Jang-ho believe that he is more powerful than he actually is. Ji-woo, witnessing Ga-Min take hits, starts to worry that they may have underestimated their opponents. However, just when things seem dire, Ga-Min executes his secret strategy and manages to overpower Jang-ho, leaving him badly beaten. Simultaneously, Detective Taeman is investigating potential corruption within the police force. He grows suspicious after noticing that Pai Hanui was released without a thorough interrogation. When he questions his superior about this, he is advised to let it go, but his instincts tell him that something is amiss. Additionally, Detective Taeman becomes increasingly concerned about Han Gyeong's well-being. He appears to have knowledge about an incident involving her from a year ago, suggesting that she might be in greater danger than she realizes. As Hee-won and Si-hyun successfully report Lee Jun's abduction, the police respond quickly. They arrive at the warehouse and arrest Jang-ho and his men, putting an end to the immediate threat. Detective Taeman, recognizing the challenges the students face, hands them his business card, and advises them to contact him if they ever find themselves in trouble again. However, as things seem to settle, Jeonyob suddenly leaves the scene, chasing after a gang member who had mentioned his mother's death. His abrupt departure hints at a deeply personal issue that he has yet to confront. Back at school, tensions continue to rise as P. Hanwi devises more plans to create chaos. His involvement in school affairs remains a significant concern, and he seems determined to stir up more trouble. Meanwhile, the study group members decide to establish a messaging group to stay connected and support each other. They welcome Lee Jun into the group, marking the beginning of their strengthened camaraderie. As the days go by, the students become more dedicated to their study sessions, helping each other grow both academically and personally. Following her recovery, Han Young returns to school and meets with the principal. She confronts him about ignoring Pai Han, Ui's activities, and formally documents his involvement in a report. Her bold move signals that she is not afraid to stand up for what is right, even if it means challenging the school's administration. Later, Han Young gathers the study group and informs them of an upcoming educational trip. The purpose of the trip is to visit a different school where they can learn more about how study groups function in other institutions. She plans to take them to a prestigious school in Seoul, hoping that the experience will provide valuable insights and motivation for them. Excited about the opportunity, the students prepare for the trip, dressing in their best clothes to make a good impression. However, on the day of departure, an unexpected mishap occurs. Ga-Min is late. To make matters worse, Ji-woo accidentally sends him the wrong name of the school, adding to the confusion and setting the stage for further challenges. Episode 4 of Study Group masterfully blends action, suspense, and character development. It explores themes of perseverance, loyalty, and the consequences of one's choices. Lee Jun's journey from a struggling fighter to a committed student reflects the power of determination, while Ga-Min's leadership continues to inspire those around him. With tensions rising and new challenges ahead, the story leaves viewers eagerly anticipating the next chapter in the student's journey.